What is up YouTube, James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2019 Back Battles. Today we're going to be using a brand new team, and this time we used Dawn Wings in the last week, so we are using Dusk Mane this time. Its counterpart with Necrozma Dusk Mane, Kyogre, Lurantis, Tapu Koko, and Scrafty, and Kartana as well. Unless I said Kartana already, because I can't tell, but yeah, so you might notice there is a different background. I'm actually back home because I finished my third semester of college. So yeah, I am now on winter break, so I have a lot more time. I'm actually been streaming a lot on Twitch lately, and I highly recommend you follow my Twitch channel if you haven't already, especially if you want to hang out, ask questions, etc. Watch some chill battling and some other content I do. I have been doing like a bunch of streaming for the past few days. I've been streaming some Smash Ultimate. I've been streaming some Let's Go Pikachu Let's Play, which has been pretty fun, and I'm gonna probably do a Wi-Fi battles once I complete that game. So if you haven't already followed me on my Twitch channel, I highly recommend doing so. But let's get started and play some games with this team. Also, I've been really enjoying Smash Ultimate since it's released, and I'm actually going to a tournament tomorrow. Actually, when this video comes out, I'll be going to a tournament. Should be pretty fun. There's a lot of really good Smash players going. Nairo, the Buzz, Tweak, Mr. E, Shoyo James, just a bunch of players, so should be pretty fun. I just hope not to go 0-2, as we got a 1610 rating as our first opponent with Volcarona, Xerneas, Serena, Groudon, Incineroar, and the Tapu Fini. So what do I want to bring exactly? Let's see. Scrafty's really good here. Scrafty is really solid here. There are the fairy types that are a bit difficult to handle. I really like I like Necrozma, I like Scrafty, I like the Kartana, and I like Kyogre. I'm not sure. I kind of like Lurantis too, but I'm not exactly sure if I need Lurantis in this game. I don't need Tapu Koko in this game either, I feel like. Although Specs Grass now would do a ton of damage to the Groudon, maybe even knock it out depending on its set. But let's go with Necrozma Kartana. I am worried about Xerneas lead, and I do want to pressure it. And yeah, I want to save Scrafty in the back, so if Incineroar leads, I can just switch into the Scrafty, I feel like. So yeah, we'll just go with the Scrafty here as the lead. So the annoying part is the Serena is very difficult to handle. Serena is definitely very difficult to handle. The main reason that Serena is very difficult to handle is the fact that I can't fake out instead of Trick 'em guaranteed. So if it's Swords Dance or Banded Groudon, it's going to be a difficult Pokemon to handle in this matchup. We'll see how it goes. I've been testing this team for a bit. I actually tried a Clefairy variant of this team. It was like something we faced on Back Battles a few episodes ago. I didn't exactly like it, so I ended up changing it, and I've been really liking the changes I made with this team so far. So we'll see how this goes, as Necrozma Kartana will lead here against what my opponent will lead. It is going to be the Volcarona Xerneas, so it might be a Rage Powder Geo attempt set, which, you know, isn't the best for me. It's definitely not the worst thing in the world. The problem is Overheat could come out here. Yeah, they're actually, it's a pretty scary lead now that I think about it. It's very scary. Especially if Volcarona has Heat Wave. I don't think he would Geo. Would he Rage Powder Geo? I don't think he would. I'm actually really okay with sacking my I'm really okay with sacking, because I think I could see Xerneas just go out into Groudon, and if this Volcarona has Overheat, it could go for Overheat. I think I'm going to Leaf Blade to Xerneas. I think the Groudon might want to come in here. Yeah, we're going to see the Xerneas retreat. Please show me Groudon. Nice. Okay, sweet. And I'm thinking this is an Overheat into my Necrozma, and if that's the case, I think that's really good here, because I'll save my Necrozma, and I'm going to get a lot of damage in this Groudon, which is really good. Having the damage on Groudon is super nice, as we will get a Leaf Blade off into the Groudon, and we actually pick up a knockout. Is that a critical hit? Yeah, it is a critical hit. So that is an amazing turn. I did make the read, and looked like the game decided to reward me there. As we will get an attack beast boost, as we do see that Overheat. It does go into Necrozma. Excellent, excellent. So yeah, the most common Volcarona set does actually run Overheat on this team, because if you have Overheat, usually you run max speed on a Volcarona, so you can switch in your Groudon and then overheat, and since Volcarona outspeeds Xerneas, you actually get the knockout, so that's actually really nice there. Serena's gonna come out here, which is fine. As Scrafty should be able to take an overheat. I don't really need Scrafty in this game. I kind of want to pivot out. I don't really need Cortana in this game either. So I think I'm just gonna go for a knockoff. The question is, do I want to knock off the Serena? Because Serena might be the more threatening Pokemon. Because I can handle Volcarona with a Water Spout. Yeah, I want to knock out the Serena. Getting that chip damage on the Serena is pretty big. And getting this Incineroar is going to be really nice too. I think Scrafty should be able to live an overheat from Volcarona just because of the fact that I have a very bulky Scrafty on the special side. Like, it's extremely bulky on the special side. So, might be able to live an overheat. I don't know. You might just target down the Cortana with overheat, which would be fine. We do get a knockoff. Get rid of that Assault Vest on Serena, which is really nice. We do see a power up, maybe just trying to catch the Kyogre on the switch, which, you know, was a play I could have made, but I felt like that was so obvious, as we see a Whirlwind. So my opponent expecting probably Trick Room switching to Kyogre, which is, you know, something I could have done, but I didn't want my opponent to do that. And ooh, the Kyogre actually comes in, which is really solid for me, because now I know the Serena doesn't have Protect. If it does have Protect, you got me good, but now I just get Smart Strike and Water Spout off, and I pretty much get a KO here regardless, because yeah, like a Smart Strike will knock out Serena, or I might be able to get a double knockout right here. The Smart Strike does cover the Xerneas coming in, as well as knocks out the Serena here, and Water Spout's going to knock out the Volcarona, and my opponent does realize that and just forfeits. So we do take the first game in a very commanding fashion. I think the turn one was just excellent. Like, Volcarona, like, maybe you would be scared of Heat Wave. That's what it originally ran back in previous formats, but usually in restricted formats, you usually tend to see overheat more, especially with Groudon, because again, that power to nuke a Xerneas potentially is great. Usually the moveset for Volcarona would be overheat, Rage Powder, and then you have maybe a filler between Tailwind, Whirlwind, and Protect. So that's the common Volcarona set. So using that knowledge, I felt like, okay, if you have overheat, you're going to try to prevent me from setting up Trick Room. Xerneas is not in a good spot. Getting rid of Groudon was absolutely huge too. Like, getting rid of Groudon was really nice there, because I already won the Weather War, and my opponent was forced to play super, I guess, read base in order to come back in the game. Even if my opponent like knocked out my Cortana there, I just got a free switch in regardless, so I don't think it would have been that bad for me. So pretty solid position overall as we find our next opponent with a 1631 rating with a Wobbuffet. Huh. Never seen that one before. Tapu Koko, Incineroar, Serena, the Xerneas, Kyogre, and the Wobbuffet. Seriously, why a Wobbuffet? I think it'd be Scarf on the Serena. I mean, Scarf on the Kyogre. The problem is I don't think I actually have anything that lives a Helping Hand Water Spout other than the Lurantis. So I might actually have to lead Lurantis. I'm going to lead Lurantis Necrozma because it's probably my best thing against Serena Ogre, especially if it's Scarf Ogre with Helping Hand. Also, if you lead Incineroar, I do get the boost. Like, Lurantis can deal pretty well against my opponent's team. Yeah, like, it can do really well against my opponent's team. Don't really like Koko in this matchup. It would be good if the Kyogre wasn't Scarf, but usually with Serena, you would have to assume it's Choice Scarf on this team. I think Kyogre is great as a sweeping tool in the back if I can get set up, and I will go Scrafty in the back just for fake out pressure if I need to set up Trick Room, especially if I can get rid of Serena early or my opponent doesn't bring Serena at all, because I think Tapu Koko is a really good Pokemon against me. The Xerneas, maybe you leave the Xerneas behind. I could definitely see Kyogre, Serena, Incineroar, Tapu Koko. I don't think that Wobbuffet's coming. I'm actually really interested to know what kind of Wobbuffet it is. Probably Encore, Mirror Coat, Counter, and then what's the last move? It gets Charm, I think. I think it also gets... I don't know. It's been a while since I've used Wobbuffet, so I can't remember its entire moveset, but we'll see how it goes. It could be... I don't know if Wobbuffet gets Protect. I feel like it should. It should get Protect. We're actually going to see the Wobbuffet plus Tapu Koko. Okay, this is interesting. As we do lead our Necrozma plus Lurantis, and we're in a pretty good spot right here because of the fact that, you know, we could get Trick Room up. We're going to be able to do a ton of damage to my opponent's side. We can't switch out, which is like the one unfortunate part, but like Lurantis is in a really solid spot right now. So I do want to chip the Wobbuffet. I don't know what Wobbuffet's speed tier is, so it could lock me into Encore for things. I rather Trick Room up though. Yeah, I'm gonna Trick Room up. I do want to Trick Room up here because even if like I get Encored into, let's say, Protect the following turn, as I'm gonna protect my Necrozma. Like I think that's an acceptable answer for me because of the fact that I think I could sweep with my Lurantis. We're actually gonna see the Sky Drop come out from the Tapu Koko. Okay. An Encore into, I guess maybe was trying to catch a Sunsteel Strike. That works out beautifully for me because now I'm able to go for the Superpower. And would I rather get locked in the Trick Room? Like I could get locked in the Trick Room theoretically, but I'd rather just protect. Yeah. I'm trying to think about like how this is gonna go. I think I'm okay right here, but it's not like the best spot for me, right? I guess I could get a superpower off in the Tapu Koko. That Sky Drop actually did a good amount. That might be full physical Koko. We're gonna go for the superpower. We're actually gonna we're gonna target on the Wobbuffet. I don't really need the chip into the Tapu Koko. So we'll go for a double fails. Actually, no, wait. I should have went for Sunsteel Strike, so we actually burn a turn of Encore. That was a mistake, but yeah, I mean, regardless, I'm getting my Lurantis boosted right now, and yeah, basically this Wobbuffet can't do much to me. Xerneas could come out though, actually. Volt Switch. Actually, this is really bad, isn't it? Xerneas comes out. I didn't expect the Wobbuffet to be slower than my Lurantis, because I thought Lurantis was slower than Wobbuffet. I thought Wobbuffet was like 55 and Lurantis like 40 something. That's actually really annoying. I should have went for Sunsteel Strike, or I should have maybe locked myself in the Trick Room. Because if you have Xerneas, you just set up Xerneas. There's not much I can do. Although my Encore might run out soon. With why did I protect? I shouldn't have protected. That was like the one worst thing. If it's Kyogre. Oh, you didn't bring it. Okay. Which makes sense. I mean, there's no reason not to just Leaf Blade the Kyogre right here. Or attempt to, and I'm just gonna, you know, I'm forced to lock in the Protect. Yeah, that was a really dumb Protect play, I think. So, actually, I don't remember how Encore specifically works in the game. It's been a while. We're gonna see the Kyogre retreat though into the Tapu Koko. Okay, I'll take that because that's free damage and I'm setting up still, so I'll definitely take that. Necrozma protects. We're gonna see the Wobbuffet, you know, Encore me into superpower, which is fine because I don't think this Tapu Koko is really doing that much regardless. This Wobbuffet's actually really annoying though. Oh, and Encore redirected the superpower into the Wobbuffet actually because it's a 50%. If you get hit by Encore, your move actually gets a 50% chance for which target, which is a really weird mechanic, but you know that's fine. I think superpower should be a 2-shot on the Koko. Yeah, I'm just gonna superpower the Tapu Koko. I don't want to get countered. We got a double protect, which is actually really nice. Charm into the Necrozma, okay. And we superpower. How much is this doing? It's +2. That's not bad damage. And then we'll see Tapu Koko Volt Switch again? Yeah, probably. It doesn't proc me in a barrier range though, which is actually really unfortunate for me. Huh. Kyogre probably gonna come in. It's gonna take a lot from superpower though, and if I really weaken the Kyogre, like, it's not going to be doing too much to my team. Oh, that's actually really bad. I didn't realize the Trick Room was over now. Yep, and I can't switch out, so this is actually really bad. Because Lurantis now gets hit by a Water Spout. Yeah, and I'm locked in the superpower. Oh, this Wobbuffet. This Wobbuffet's actually giving me so many problems. And it retreats, okay. To Incineroar. So, I don't think Lurantis is living a Water Spout, but if it could, that'd be amazing. But I don't think it can. we're definitely taking a huge water spout here. On the bright side, if there is one. Actually, I don't even know if there's a bright side. I don't think there is. Water spout will come out. That did proc my berry, I think, at least. Yeah, okay. If there's a bright side, what is that bright side? At least Encore ends, which is good, but now it's this Trick Room's gonna be really annoying to deal with, and the Wobbuffet just being slower than me just screwed over my entire game plan. Well, the Lurantis. Big O Kyogre, Water Spout, like no reason not to make that play, I think. If I go Scrafty here and protect. Well, it's the last turn of rain, which is actually really beneficial. I'm gonna get, if I want any chance to win this game, I need to get Trick Room up and have my Kyogre start going for water spouts in Trick Room. Like, that's how I'm gonna win this game. We'll get in Scrafty here. And then no, I think we're fine actually. Yeah, we're fine. We'll protect our Necrozma. We're gonna take a water spout, but oh, it's fake on Necrozma actually. Even I don't know about that. I could have thundered the Kyogre, or I could have scalded the Incineroar. Both were actually pretty beneficial to me. Scrafty will be able to proc a berry, which is very nice. Rain does end, which is pretty key here. And now I can go for, I think I want to knock off. The question is, who do I want to knock off? Because I'm very confident one of these Pokemon is switching into the Wobbuffet. The question is it the Kyogre or is it the Incineroar? I think it would be the Incineroar, but I could definitely see Kyogre switching out too. And I definitely got to call this play right, because if I get this play right, I'm in a fantastic position. If I don't, it's really bad. You could also just stay in with both potentially, but I feel like, I don't know, because I could just easily fake out and Photon Guys or something. So I'm gonna knock off in Trick Room and attempt something, as my opponent just stays in with both. So that's probably both gone. Oh, U-turn actually. Oh, please go to Wobbuffet. Please go to Wobbuffet. Please go to Wobbuffet. That's a Pokemon I need gone. Like, Wobbuffet's a Pokemon I need gone. So it's going to be the... It is the Wobbuffet. Okay, so I did get the play somewhat right. So I do get the knockoff into the Wobbuffet. Oh, it doesn't KO though. It's Citrus. I need chip into the Kyogre, so I'm gonna low kick the Kyogre, and you know what? We're gonna have our Necrozma get locked into Protect again, but it's not too bad, I guess. I want the Kyogre to be locked into Water Spout. I still want to have his Choice Scarf, because like if I get a Choice Scarf, it could actually be theoretically bad for me. So I'm just gonna knock off the. I'm gonna low kick the Kyogre, hope for a decent amount of chip to put in range of 2 Water Spouts for my Kyogre, even after I get weakened a bit. We're gonna see the switch out into the Incineroar. Okay. Man, I wish Scrafty had the ability to U-turn right now, because if I U-turn out in a Kyogre, that'd be really good. You're definitely gonna Encore, I think, the Necrozma. Like, there's no reason not to. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I get chip in a Incineroar, but that really doesn't matter. I think now this is the point where I lose this game, because I feel like I can't stall out enough. Yeah, so we'll go for... I guess we could go for the double theoretically. Yeah, we'll go for the double theoretically. Because if I can get the double, that might be able... I don't know, it might be able to help me, if especially the Coco doesn't carry Protect. Because we saw Volt Switch, we saw Sky Drop, so it might not have Protect. And then maybe Water Spout can sweep with Photon Geyser, but we don't get it. Oh, what? I always sound Scrafty with Charm, okay. Get rid of the Wobbuffet. Is that a U-turn out? That's probably a U-turn out into oh, a knockoff. That actually really confuses me, but I'll definitely take that. I'll 100% take that. We'll go on to the Kyogre here, and now we have Water Spout options. If the Koko doesn't have Protect, we actually are in a very solid spot, I think. I wonder if Acid Spray and no Water Spout might catch the Kyogre for damage, because I feel like Low Kick Water Spout won't do enough. So let's see. We should have 2 turns of Trick Room left. This game got really, really close now. Yeah, like this game got really close. Well, Acid Spray, well, Water Spout. We actually get it off. This is actually the first time I'm getting the Acid Spray off. We actually came in something close. I don't get why he didn't just Encore U-turn. Like, Encore the thing and then U-turn out into Kyogre. Because I felt like you would just be able to get Kyogre in next to Incineroar. You would have more fake out pressure, and then you'd just be able to win the game from there. Now, my opponent actually gave me a chance to come back somehow. Especially if I crit the Water Spout. If I crit the Water Spout, this is game over. Theoretically, oh, wait. I guess what else I could have done is like Acid Spray Thunder to Kyogre, but I'm worried about Incineroar U-turning to Scrafty. Yeah. So, Acid Spray. I feel like you should U-turn with Incineroar. Maybe I should have gone for the choke and just went for Acid Spray Thunder into the Kyogre. Oh my lord. That did some damage. That did some damage. And my opponent went for Thunder. Okay, I'm gonna live this pretty easily. Okay, not easily. Oh, that actually sucks for me. The Paris sucks. Oh, I could have actually came back in this one. If the Koko didn't have Protect. Oh my lord, that actually super sucks for me. Because the Koko was in range. I forgot I took Chip earlier. I'm going for Acid Spray Water Spout and I'm praying. The thing that sucks is now Kyogre, one has the chance to be parried. You go for Scald. I think I gotta go for Scald actually. I think I always knock off the Kyogre and Scald. Let's see if Koko has Protect. If you have Protect, there's no reason not to. I don't even get to find out if Scald would knock out this Koko, which I'm assuming is Assault Vest. It was Choice Scarf. Electro Web. If it double missed, I could have came back, but yeah. Man, I might have played really bad in the beginning, but I felt like I made the plays, and my opponent just didn't play well enough at the end, because I feel like my opponent could have secured it up. But like, man, every Kyogre 1v like end game when it comes down to Kyogre versus Kyogre, I'm the one who always get Thundered parried. I think we had the game in the bag too. Like all I would have had to done next turn is just Acid Spray Water Spout if I didn't get parried, because my Scrafty outspeeds my Kyogre like we saw on the turn before, and I would have just been able to win the game. With the para, well, I guess if like I got the attack off, I might have been able to win. It really depends on how well that Coke was invested, but like yeah, I would have just been able to win that game. So frustrating. But that's Pokemon for you. I think I'm gonna actually cut it out here. No, we're not gonna cut it out here. We're gonna do one more game. I don't. This is probably gonna be a longer episode, but yeah, I don't want to leave it off on that note. But yeah, I know the Protect. That one turn I protected was really dumb. The first time I protected on the Encore. I still don't get why my opponent didn't just Encore the Necrozma and just U-turn out. I feel like that would have just been probably game right there. I feel like my opponent just gave me so many opportunities to come back, and then I get lucked out. Shedinja, oh, Kyurem White. Oh man, I was actually building something like that earlier. With Muck, there's a lot of interesting partners. So Azumarill, Shedinja, the Mienshao, and Muck. Which is really an interesting team. I really like my... I think Kyogre plus Necrozma is a great combination against my opponent's team. I also like Kartana a lot here. And I think Scrafty, although Tapu Koko is very tempting because of the Specs Volt Switch. That's really good against my opponent's team, but I really like the Intimidate against my opponent's team. I think I'm going to go Kartana. I'm going to go Kartana Necrozma. The reason I'm going to go Kartana Necrozma is I'm always super scared of like Belly Drum Azumarill. So if there is Belly Drum Azumarill, I do want at least a way to, you know, really threaten it. We'll go Scrafty and Kyogre in the back because they're like really good switch-ins anyway, especially to the Ho-Oh, which is like the only thing my lead is really weak to. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I do have to be careful of the Shedinja because the two Pokemon that I have basically that can hit it are my Scrafty and my Necrozma, you know, because Sunsteel Strike does ignore Wonder Guard as an ability, so that's actually really something solid with Necrozma. I don't know if we're going to see Shedinja, I don't think we are, but just in case. I do have Kartana with knockoff, so I guess that could work too. Let's see what my opponent's going to bring out. It's going to be the Mienshao and Muck, which is a really interesting combination right here. Knockoff. There's fake out pressure, there's high jump kick pressure, there's knockoff pressure. There's a lot of pressure right here. I don't really need a Necrozma's Berry in this game, I feel like. Somebody's taking a high jump kick. I don't know who you're faking out though, if you're faking out Kartana or faking out the Necrozma. You could also just go straight for the high jump kick. I think I'd rather just get a Photon Geyser off into the Mienshao and just go into Scrafty. I'm not really that worried about Muck, like damage output wise, and I think Scrafty is expendable, and it's mainly for a pivot for the Intimidate, and you know, two physical attackers, I'll definitely want to switch it in. So let's see here, we're going to see the fake out come out. It is going to target down, yep, the Kartana, so that's really nice. It's actually a Life Orb variant on the Mienshao, so I will just be able to knock it out, no Focus Sash. Mienshao still got a bunch of options. It could have theoretically went for like Ally Switch turn 1. It also gets Wide Guard and Quick Guard and a few other options. So yeah, there's that. Curse. Oh, that's actually... I mean, that's a little annoying, but if I keep cycling Intimidate, also Kyogre should be able to do a ton of damage to the Muck. I should be fine. I can also knock off the Berry right here. So yeah, we're probably going to see Ho-Oh come out. Like, I think Ho-Oh's in a solid position coming out right now. We could see Brave Bird, which would be a little bit frustrating, into Scrafty. I don't think you would Sacred Fire to Scrafty unless you don't have Brave Bird. I'd rather go Kartana here, and I kind of want to double out on a Kyogre too. I'm worried about Sacred Fire and I am worried about Sacred Fire and a knockoff. But I could see you just realistically cursing again. So we'll just go on a Kyogre and the Kartana. And then I want to pivot back in Scrafty for the fake out pressure. And the Intimidate. So we'll see how this goes. This could theoretically be a bad play. Also, I really don't want Scrafty to take a Brave Bird because I really want the Intimidate more in this game. So I'll take damage on Kartana. As we're going to see Ho-Oh Protect, which is actually really solid for me, I think. As knockoff? No, it's curse again. Okay, that's really good for me actually. Because I can get a Water Spout off potentially, and I can knock out the Berry on Muck too. Which is actually really solid here, I think. I actually really want to knock out that Berry. Because, you know, I don't know if you're Sacred Fire into Kartana or Brave Bird into Kyogre. I feel like you would... you even might be scared and switch out your Ho-Oh. But you're not, so that's fine. I do really want to get rid of that Berry on the Muck, though. Or Assault Vest. It's not Assault Vest. Yeah, it's a Berry. Just Sacred Fires, which is fine. I'll take that trade. Oh, we live. Nice. It is a knockoff in the Kyogre, which is fine. And realistically, if you're not gonna go for if you're gonna target my Kyogre, I think always Scrafty's a play. Even if I take a knockoff in a Brave Bird. Because if you Brave Bird my Kyogre right here, and I Sacred Sword Water Spout, I probably don't knock out regardless. So I'd be in a really bad spot. And realistically, the only reason I want the Kyogre right now is to deal with this Ho-Oh. Like, And this Muck. Just get Chip in the Muck. So we'll just go in a Scrafty here and Water Spout for that big damage in the Ho-Oh. And if we can put the Muck in range of Sacred Sword later in the game. So we'll see how this goes. We'll switch on to Scrafty. We get that Intimidate off once again. So the Muck is -1 and the... No, it's at neutral. It cursed up twice. And the Ho is -1. We're gonna see Protect. Okay, that's really good for me actually. Because now I got a Water Spout off into the Muck. And yeah, it's not really going to be doing... Muck's attack isn't going to do too much to Kyogre, as we do a really solid chunk to the Muck actually. A Sacred Sword would have actually worked out really well here. As, yeah. That's fine. Ho could switch out. It could... I don't know what it could do. It could stay in, go for a double, or switch out. My play is always just to fake out Water Spout in my opinion. Even if, like, let's say the Kyurem comes in, like, Scrafty is really good against Kyurem because of my special defense investment, and I could just low kick threaten it the following turn and protect. So I'm not really too scared of the Kyurem right now. Like, I'm more scared of the Ho-Oh, and yeah, we're gonna see the Ho-Oh retreat, which is fine still, as Kyurem will reveal itself. I just wonder if it's Scarf Kyurem or not. Like, that's a big question. Because if it's Scarf, like, this is really good. And the Muck doesn't protect, so I do get a bit of chip into this Kyurem. And it should guarantee the knockout on with knockoff. So we do get rid of the Muck, which is really good. Rain's going to be ending soon, which is like the one problematic point I do have here. We do see the Ho-Oh come out. Rain should be ending, I believe, after this turn, if I counted it right. Yes, okay. So what I'm going to do is sack my Cortana here, and I'm going to go my Necrozma, because you're not Sacred Fire my Kyogre, in my opinion. Again, unless you don't have Brave Bird. You could Earth Power my Kyogre, which Necrozma will take pretty easily. Even if you Sacred Fire, Earth Power won't be able to knock out my Necrozma, especially in the rain, as well as our Prism Armor. So we'll get Necrozma in, we'll sack our Cortana, we can go into Scrafty the following turn, we can fake out the Ho-Oh, we could Trick Room, and then once Trick Room's up, we just keep doubling targeting the Kyurem until we can get rid of the, until we can get Ho-Oh alone. Our power reveals itself, targets on the Scrafty slot, which is okay by me. I'm guessing it's Scarf because it locked itself into Earth Power there. And there is a Brave Bird. Okay, so we do reveal it. So there's a Brave Bird. It might be more optimal for me to just fake out the Kyurem. Okay, what did we see from Ho? We saw Protect, Sacred Fire, Brave Bird. So I could eat. There are two things I could risk here. Like, there are two things that just stop my plan. One, if I fake out the Ho-Oh, does Kyurem freeze me? The other one is if I fake out Kyurem, does the Ho-Oh have Whirlwind? I'd rather not risk the Whirlwind. So I'll just fake out Trick Room. Necrozma's gonna live in Earth Power at the range it's at anyway. So we'll fake out the Kyurem. Or fake out the Ho-Oh. We're gonna see the Earth Power come out. They shouldn't knock out. Yeah. Get our berry back. And I feel like that's Scarf Kyurem. I feel like that's Modest Scarf. I guess maybe I risked Specs, but I didn't think it would be Specs. We'll get Trick Room up. And we'll just get a... Did we knock off the Ho's item before? I don't remember if we saw an item from Ho. I'm just gonna Sunsteel Strike and knock off. Like, even if Kyurem has Protect and goes for it, like, it's fine. Because regardless, Ho can't knock out either one of my Pokemon. And if it does, like, I just get free switch to Ogre and I just target down to Kyurem if either Low Kick or Sunsteel Strike, depending on which Pokemon I have. And then I just click Water Spout, Sunsteel Strike, and I just win the game regardless. Or Low Kick. Kyurem goes down. I'm guessing that's Scarf. Or if it actually is Specs. I don't think it's Specs though. Brave Bird. Which might knock out Scrafty. I do have some defense investment. Nice. Knockoff into Photon Geyser should actually just pick up the knockout on the Ho, so we should have this game sealed up. Yeah. So we can knock off and Photon Geyser, and that would be a good game to my opponent. So I think overall, I think this game was well positioned enough for me. Like, I was just able to you know, maneuver against a muck. It wasn't really that big of a problematic. I was able to get rid of Mienshao, which was a really big threat because Life Orb Pie Jump Kick was super scary for me to deal with. I was able to handle the hull, get Kyogre position, and then this end game I pretty much had it guaranteed sealed up, barring a freeze. Literally only a freeze could save my opponent, which was 10%, and I didn't want to risk it. The hull had a random whirlwind. So yeah, I think that's going to be it. I hope that everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below. Show some support. As well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as my social medias, the side series of my channel, and all that good stuff will be linked down below. If you do want to support me, there is my Patreon page, and especially I highly recommend go follow my Twitch channel again if you want more VGC content, and if you just want to see more action, if you want to hang out with me and the rest of my viewers, highly recommend doing so. But otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. What else do I have to say? That's pretty much it, I think. I did say paste spin of the team is linked down below. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.